dust to dust. Expectations are high, and November will be here soon. This buck was taken in May. It takes 4 seasons to harvest a buck. Arrow seed. More for your buck.
Every season, the work starts over. This work is done with the anticipation of that target buck or turkey reading the script your hard work has written. Proverbs 13:4. The soul of the sluggard craves and gets nothing, while the soul of the diligent is richly supplied. I love electric. Slip in, slip out, very minimal traffic. It's money. Gotta take care of these roads for the farming. Yeah, there's 2-3 inches of snow still in here. I think this thing's 4-wheel drive. Loaded down. Man, it's beautiful. It's only 40 degrees, so it's nice. Don't see any deer yet. See a lot of tracks. Well, we are here at one of Jamie and we have a spot we love to hunt. Opening day last year, this field was an awesome spot for turkeys. I got the Moultrie 180i, and this thing is awesome. I've got it on a setting where it's not taking panoramic, it's actually taking a photo where it's triggered. It's like having 3 cameras out covering this whole area right here. So if turkeys come out to the right of the camera, it gets a picture. Out in front of the camera, it gets a picture. Or the way I just drove in, it took pictures of me driving in. So, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I mean, a deer would have to stand behind it and not walk around anywhere close to it, because it'll get a picture of them. Same with a turkey. So I love having it on this setting. I know some people like the panoramic and stuff, but you know, the pictures are so clear, and it is like having 3 cameras. So I'll show you how I set it up. So right here, I just, you got the card, you push the card in right there, and then it's got settings. It has a quick setting at the top right there. It says quick start. The settings, when you got those different settings, you can set your own custom setting, and that's what I did for the triggered. Basically, it'll take 3 pictures whichever way it's triggered. You just turns it on, it says start, and it has an arrow sign over to the side, so you hit the arrow over, boom, it's ready to roll. It's got an 82% battery. I've had it out all deer season. Talk about crazy good battery. And it'll take, over 10,000 photos with the 16 gig. And I have it 3 triggered. So it's on photo high sensitivity because it's way out in the field. So that way if, something comes in and it's way off in the distance, the sensitivity will catch it. There's no grass, nothing in front of it. So, and I have it on one of my poles. This pole deal, I'll show you one. Here's one that's in the corn right here. You can buy these for like $1.16 or something, or $1.07 or whatever at Tractor Supply, and it's just rebar. I mean, it'll stick right in the ground easy. If you do it upside down, you can stick it in the ground, and when you stick it in the ground, you got that little plate at the top. That plate at the top works perfect for tying your camera to, and I believe in it. It works awesome. This camera's been sitting on this field for a while. I'll show you some pictures. I'll probably have some scanning through at the same time I'm talking, but these pictures were coming from this corner, and I mean, this camera is sitting about knee height and tied to that pole, and there's no grass, nothing in front of it, just a little bit of drilled in wheat, and it's actually wheat and rye and brassicas. It's a cover crop that the farmer has put in to build the soil, which we've kind of worked together on, and it's basically his idea, but he had it, I think, in the mindset of, hey, it's a great cover crop for wildlife too. So it works perfect, and they're going to be, the next 3 years, there's over almost 600 acres of this cover crop drilled in. So talk about really good late season food for your deer. But we're gonna keep on going around. This is one of the better cameras, one of my better Moultrie cameras. I've got some 40Is, and I've got some of the I think it's A40s and then A30s. I'm bad about names because if anybody knows me, I'm the worst about names. But I believe in these cameras. They work so good, and I'll keep showing you around. We're gonna put out some corn right here and try to get a lot of good pictures. I'm probably gonna really cover this corner because a lot of birds are right here, and I think I've got 7 or 8 longbeards that have been coming here a lot. One more thing, when you setting these cameras up, this Moultrie 180 right here that I'm using, this is an awesome example of why this camera works better than most. If you know a mature deer, and a couple of them in this area run together, and they basically will keep each other run off. They won't let the other one eat and stuff. Well, you got 3 spots you can see behind me I've got 3 spots that I put the food out. One in front of each lens is the main concentrated food. Well, this gives you a chance to get your bucks to stand in front of this one, in front of that one, in front of that one. The boss buck, you know, he'll be busy eating over here. That allows another nice deer to come eat right here, and same vice versa. So they all get to eat, and they can all get in pictures, straight frame pictures, where a big deer a lot of times will hog up the spot, and the deer that are nice, that are around him, that aren't quite bossy, they don't get the good pictures of them. So this camera is awesome for that. It really does allow you to get 3 different feeding stations in one spot and get pictures, good centered up pictures of each deer as they eat right here in front of this camera. Just another great reason to have the Moultrie 180.
May your tag of a lifetime finally come through. May the snow pile up and the elk come down. May your socks always stay dry. May the herd bull finally break from the herd, and may your aim always stay true. Welcome to the next level. Welcome to the Vortex.
Right here we have one of our trailer blinds overseeing this big green field, and I mean, it blends right in. This is the Moultrie A20i. They don't really, I think they make the 30i's now and 30s. That's what I run a lot of. But the 20i is an awesome camera too. I mean, all these cameras from Moultrie I really believe in. So I can put out 5 cameras for the price of one of the upper brand cameras, which is, the quality is just as good. I mean, I don't really understand it. So this spot right here, I'm probably going to move this camera because it's more of a deer spot, and put it on another spot for some turkeys. So it's just kind of what I do this time of year, is try to move all my cameras to the food plots. So late season, you know, your deer kind of group up, you get a lot of pictures out on these food plots. And then also where I feed, I try to concentrate the feeding areas where I can get my good turkey pictures too. Unless I think I need to move into a bedding area or something and try to take a roll call on my bucks. But right here in this area, the bedding areas are kind of sporadic, and that's something I'm going to do on the habitat improvement this year. I'll do a video on how I'm going to try to concentrate these deer in an area to bed, so that way we can kind of take better roll calls of them, and then we have better chances not to bump these deer when we try to hunt them, because right now they can kind of bed against these swamps anywhere. So we're going to make some really nice bedding areas for them so that they stay in these areas and we can hunt the skirts of it and stuff like that. So just another tactic. Just want to show you guys this camera. It's nice. It's got the flip screen and all that's all hidden, same way as basically the 180. So on to the next one. Well, first thing I see when I pull up here is the ground all scratched up. So it looks like my turkeys have been right here in front of this camera without any food, so that's a good sign. This old scrape limb right here, ground was bare, man. Look at that big old scrape. It's crazy. Looks like the birds have been already in here scraping, scratching the ground all up and looking for food. So oh yeah, it's all scratched up big time. So this camera, this is one of my older cameras. It's a Moultrie, of course, and it's still running. This is a little duck swamp, open little timber hole, and we got a good little pinch point. The deer kind of get squeezed and the turkeys get squeezed around this swamp, and the birds love to roost in these bigger trees right here. So definitely gonna have a camera rolling right here. I think I'm gonna put that A20 right here, change out and take this older one with me. This older one You gotta check it out. It had at one time, it had ants in it so bad that I mean, look, there's still some dried up ants inside there. See that one right there? It's all dry rotted and old fire ants. They were all in the body. I mean, completely covered this body on this thing. Here it is. Takes 1,000 pictures, 973 photos it's taken. This is an old, let's see what the model is. It's an A5. And if any of you guys have A5s, you know how dependable they have been. And this one's been through it all. I literally sprayed bug repellent and ant killer and stuff all over this thing and soaked it with the risk of possibly ruining it. And it was the only thing I could do to get the ants out of there. They had all up in the body. Every time I opened it, ants would come out. So I sprayed that ant killer inside it and it killed all the ants. And basically no ants have ever got back in it. So it probably smells like ant killer and they don't like it. So it'll be a product I need to make, is something to keep ants out of your cameras when it rains a lot. But here it is, still taking pictures of me now. So I'm gonna turn this camera off and put a new camera on the field on a stake. And then we're gonna go to another spot. But this spot's already got turkeys scratching everywhere. And I know for a fact they roost right here. So this is where they were all roosted the evening, that first opening day. Jamie and I killed that bird. They would come in and out of this area and come back in the field, and I called from way up there about 100, well, probably 250 yards, and that bird came running. So this is a special spot. This is where I'd love to get Jamie on another bird this year. So gonna get it all set up, and looks like the duck hunting's out. Everything's still frozen, but it'll thaw today. On to the next spot. Right here where this little spot is, I haven't run a camera, and there's a really nice rub where the deer, you can tell these deer are coming in here in the morning time, most likely because this rub's facing the field. So most likely as they feed out here at night, they're coming in this trail right here going to bed. And just depending on which side the rub is, it can tell you if it's a good morning versus good afternoon. So this trail right here, most likely they're going in out of the field from eating all night and headed in here to bed somewhere in this bottom. So I'll show you the rub real quick. And it's just something to learn off your rubs. You can see it's not his first year to rub right here. It's a decent sized tree, and it's right here on this trail going in. So it just goes to show that you can never stop learning. I didn't know that rub was there until I come over here to try to set up a camera, because when I had a camera in this corner, I noticed a lot of traffic right here. So that's why I wanted to put the camera here, and I'd be dang if I didn't learn something. So it is super hot, so I lost the clothes I had. I am putting out another 8:30. I got awesome spot. Just checked the camera that was in the woods on a big scrape, and the big 10 that I called Deuces, he was in there working the scrape multiple times all the way up till January 1st, and he's gone missing. But I'm thinking put some corn out. I got a bachelor group of bucks right here last year, so take the pruners, do some trimming, and set this camera out right here and put some corn out, and then move on to another section of the farm. But I look forward to coming back and checking this in about a month. So that's about what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do that all day and try to check some more spots, and if I see something cool, there's about 20 mallards on the swamp, so that's a cool sign. And hopefully this thaw right here, maybe some more mallards will pick up and we'll get a little shoot in. But if not, season's coming to an end. It's the 19th, I think, today. So just trying to get these birds fed and see what kind of deer made it. So awesome to see Deuces made it, so y'all stay with me. Maybe we'll see something else. God bless.